Want to save images in SwiftUI the right way? This tutorial will show you how to save and retrieve images using SwiftData. The user is able to sort on the newest to the oldest images and also delete those images within SwiftData. So to add the images to SwiftData, this is what we will do. I've got some images in the downloads folder. So what I will do, I will drag 3 images to the application. These are just thumbnails that are created for the tutorial. I'll drag the second image. And then I'll drag the third image. So now the images have been dragged onto the device, the simulator, I can now insert the actual images into SwiftData by using the photo app. So just click on the plus sign, select the images that I want to be stored within SwiftData, give it a name. I just call it image 1. The Xcode or the simulator, it's a bit slow. I just call it image 1. Click on save. And now I add the second image. Not that one, that's the wrong one. I add it again. This is the one. Let me deselect it. Select it again. I don't know what's happening to it. It works better on the device, really. Try it again. And let me cancel it. Let me try another image. Okay, image 2. And then let's try to add the previous image that we tried to add earlier, which is this one here. For some reason, oh, it seems like it's working now. Image 3. As you can see, we have 3 different images that have been added and saved to SwiftData. If you want to view the image, we can just click on it, and it displays the thumbnail of that image. And then we can sort on the oldest image that's been stored in SwiftData the longest. You can see image 1 has been stored in SwiftData the longest, and it also has a timestamp 10:32 AM. And if you want to sort on the image that's the newest, we just click on the newest tab. So the newest image with the timestamp is 8:33 AM. We can also delete the images from SwiftData. But to show you that this really works, I will stop the simulator and then restart it. Just close the simulator. I will now rerun the application. The data, the images should be persisted within SwiftData. As you can see, the images have been persisted within SwiftData and retrieved from SwiftData. I'll now delete an image by swiping, clicking on delete. So delete the next image. As you can see, we only have one image within SwiftData. So this is the tutorial we'll be creating today. The next thing we will add to our content view is the toolbar picker. The purpose of the toolbar picker is to enable the user to select an image from the photos library. We will add this after the navigation title. Then the toolbar picker will include the photos picker UI. It has a selection. We'll include our selected image. And we just want to filter or capture images within the photo picker. And the label will be add photo. Which will have a system image of plus. Let's see if it's reflected in the preview. There's the plus. Also, we need to add a few more methods, I think. We need to use the onChange method after lines 88. So the purpose of the onChange method will allow the selected photo to be loaded and displayed on the view. We also need to create a new method called selected image. Private func load selected image. And this function will load the image or load the data from the picker. So we need to add a task, guardlet data, try, wait. And we need to convert the selected image into the UI image, which we will do afterwards. Load transferable type data cell. Let UI image equals UI image. So we're converting the data into an actual UI image to enable the photo to be displayed on the view. There should be another I there for UII image. Temp image equals UI image. Should be little I, capital I. Show title prompt equal to true. Just compile it. We also need to create another function, which is a private function. This function is called save image with title. The purpose of this function is to call our add photo function within our view model. The purpose of the add photo function, as I mentioned in the previous tutorials, is to enable the record to be saved within SwiftData. If the image cannot be unwrapped, or if it's nil, there's some problem, we just exit from the function. Else, we just call our add photo method, and then we just pass in our image and the title and the model context, so the data will be stored in SwiftData. Since we're finished with this function, we just set temp image to nil. New title we just set to comma blank. On line 109, the variable for title that should be called new title with a capital T. Now we return to lines 90. We need to add another and change event, so I'll just copy this one. I'll just type it in manually, probably it's neater. On change, should be on change, lowercase o, on change of view model dot sort order. The purpose of this onChange event is to refresh the photos when the sort order has been changed. So each time when we execute this feature, then fetch photos will be called, and then we pass in the context to fetch the fresh data from SwiftData, and then the data will be displayed in either ascending or descending order, depending on the sort order. The next thing we need to do is to show the selected photo in the sheet. Item, $sign, selected, photo in, if let UI image equals to UI image, pass in the photo of the image data. Since the data has been unwrapped successfully, we can get to the photo and display the image on the view, and then we just resize the image, make it resizable and scale to fit. And then we also need to enable the user to show an alert to enter a new title for the photo. So we have to create our alert. The alert will be enter a title is presented, show title prompt, actions, text field, title, and then we bind the text field to the new title variable. Then we add our button. The caption of the button will be called save, and the action will be save image with title. And then we'll also give the user an option to cancel, and the row will be cancel. Just compiling it at the moment. To gain access to the photo picker, especially on a physical device, such as an iPhone or iPad, we need to add the privacy photo library usage description to the info plist. So navigate to your info plist, this one here, and then add a new key. So the key that should be added is this one here, which is privacy photo library usage description. And then you just add a little comment for the value. Need access to photo app. Don't forget to subscribe for more Swift and SwiftUI tutorials.